Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see about 4G technologies in wireless network. We have a lot of technologies in 4G such as multi-carrier modulation, smart antenna technologies, IMS architecture, LTE, MVNO, advanced broadband wireless access and services. So let us see multi-carrier modulation. It is a derivative of frequency division multiplexing. It is not a new technology. It is one form of multi-carrier systems are currently used in DSL modems and digital audio video broadcasts. MCM is a baseband process that uses parallel equal bandwidth for subchannels to transmit information, and it is generally implemented by using FFT methods. Then advantages of MCM, it gives a better performance in inter-symbol interference and it avoids single frequency interference also. The main drawbacks of MCM is to increases the peak to average ratio of the signal, and to overcome inter-symbol interference, the extra God bit is added. Then difference, that is capital D, of the peak to average ratio between multi-carrier modulation and a single carrier system is a function of number of carriers. So it is calculated by using the formula, that is D is equal to 10 log n. Here n is the number of carriers. There are two different types of MCM is available for 4G. The first one is MC-CDMA and the second one is OFDM with CDMA. So MC-CDMA means multi-carrier code division multiple access. It uses quadrature phase shift keying for modulation. Similar to single carrier CDMA systems, the users are multiplexed with orthogonal codes to distinguish users in a MC-CDMA. Each user can be allotted several codes where the data is spread in time or frequency. Either way, multiple users simultaneously access the system. The second one is OFDM with TDMA. The users are assigned time slots to transmit and receive data. It uses quadrature amplitude modulation for all subcarriers. This figure shows the OFDM divides a broadband channel into many parallel subchannels. The subchannel pulse shape is a square wave. The OFDM receiver senses the channel and corrects distortion on each subchannel before the transmitted data can be extracted. The next 4G technology is smart antenna techniques. So in smart antenna, the multi-element antenna where the signals received at each antenna element are intelligently combined to improve the performance of wireless system, and it combines the technologies of antenna design, signal processing and hardware implementations. MIMO systems, that means multiple input, multiple output systems, it extends the capability of 3G and 4G to provide customers with extended high-speed data applications. So next, benefits of smart antenna. It reduces the co-channel interference and increases the ranges and increases in capacity. Then it reduces the transmitted power and handoff also. So types of smart antenna. So we have 4 types of smart antenna: single input, single output, a single input, multiple output, multiple input, single output. The last one, multiple input, multiple output. So this is a diagram. It shows the types of smart antenna. The first one is SISO. In SISO, the transmitter and receiver is also having the single antenna. In SIMO, the single input, that is transmitter side, it has only single antenna. In receiver side, it has the multiple antenna. The third one, MISO, that is multiple input, single output. So multiple input in the sense, the transistor is having more number of antennas. In receiver side, it has a single antenna. The last one, MIMO, that is multiple input, multiple output. So in this case, the transmitter and receiver both is having multiple antennas. Let us see SISO, that means single input, single output. Channel bandwidth is B, the transmitted power is PT, then the signal at the receiver has an average signal to noise ratio of SNR0. Then we can calculate the Shannon limit on channel capacity. C is equal to B log 2 1 plus SNR0. So here C is the channel capacity, B is the channel bandwidth, SNR is the signal to noise ratio. Next, SIMO, single input, multiple output. It is also known as a receiver diversity because in receiver side we have multiple antennas. Input the channel is single transmitter signal, then it is feed to two receiver paths. If the signal received on the antenna have an average of the same amplitude, they can add coherently to produce square of Q. Then the capacity of the channel is given by C is equal to B log 2 1 plus N into SNR naught. Here N is the number of receiving antenna. Next, MISO, multiple input, single output. It is a configuration of radio channel is a type of transmit diversity because the transmitter is having the number of antennas. It is used in LTE. Phase frequency block coding is applied to the radio system. The signal to noise ratio is equal to P square into signal power divided by P, the whole divided by noise. So P square and P will get cancelled. So you will get SNR is equal to P into SNR naught. So it is a signal to noise ratio of the transmitter. So this is the last type of smart antenna techniques, that is MIMO system. That means multiple input and multiple output. So in transmitter and receiver both are having the number of antennas. So MIMO system, it transmits different signals from each antenna. The four antennas in transmitter and receiver side, it has the potential to provide 4 times the data rate. It supports multiple independent channels in the same bandwidth. And it is a combination of MISO and SIMO channels. So we can calculate the channel capacity. C is equal to B log 2 1 plus M into N into SNR naught. So we can calculate for total capacity of the system because we are having number of transmitters and number of receivers, where N greater than M will get the capacity. C is equal to M into B log 2 1 plus N divided by M into SNR naught. So these are the references we referred for this lecture. Thank you.